Hello and welcome to part one of a hopefully multi-part series on seizure activity in dogs. My name is Dr. DVmcellini, and let's get started. Hello and welcome. I'm Dr. DVmcellini. I'm a board-certified veterinary neurologist, and let's talk about dogs. So what I'm going to do in this video is simply go through a couple of examples I found from YouTube, only to show what a seizure looks like in a dog. So you can see a pretty classic. I'm picking pretty textbook examples of what a generalized or a grand mal, tonic-clonic, all these words mean the same thing. And my goal here is to narrate some videos I find from YouTube. These aren't my patients, obviously. And go through kind of some descriptions of what's happening so that you can know what to look for. And maybe just by knowing what's going on with your dog, God forbid if he or she has a seizure, at least maybe knowing what's going on and what to be worried about and what not to be worried about would be very helpful. So let's go through a couple examples from YouTube. We'll go through just the beginning through the end of some seizures. I'll narrate them, and in future videos, I'll go through causes of seizures, things like when we do an MRI, going through neuro exam findings, all that sort of stuff, medication, how to treat them. But for now, let's just start with what a seizure looks like so that you know what to look for and when to seek medical care for your pet. So let's see some examples of what a seizure looks like. Okay, this is straight from YouTube. I typed in, as you can see, dog grand mal seizure. So, okay. I'm licking a little bit. I'm going to walk over here. So far, so good. Nothing overtly strange for a dog. Sometimes they just do aimless stuff. They don't even know why. I mean, hey, they are dogs. Barely chomp his mouth. That sort of facial chomping. He's gradually losing consciousness, and now he's collapsed. And those limb movements, we call that paddling a lot of the time. It kind of looks like they're paddling or swimming on their side. And notice how he is absolutely not conscious. He's and a lot of people confuse consciousness with being like dead or alive, but he's not going to be responsive to you if you call his name. These are completely, he's not conscious. He's having convulsions or paddling. We call this tonic-clonic activity with his limbs. You can see how there's these kind of waves of movements that come over him. His owner comes out to check on him. She's obviously distraught. Notice the drool. That hypersalivation results from increased autonomic function, basically. His salivary glands are innervated by nerves, and those things are firing too in an excessive manner, so he's going to hypersalivate. But importantly, this dog is not painful. He or she doesn't know this is even happening. And this is like people who report having a seizure. They just black out. Oh, looks like the buddy comes over, see what's going on. Say, hey, everything okay out here? Do I need to get involved? That's what they always think. Dogs always want to just get involved. And now we're done having the seizure. And this is commonly what you see in the post-ictal phase, is they'll kind of pace around. You see how the owners are like, I don't know you right now. But then they shoo him back into the house. So that's pretty typical. Pretty typical of a grand mal seizure and a typical breed. We see this a lot in Bernese Mountain Dogs. Okay, here's another video I found on YouTube. This is a dog named Spades. Looks like it's a female pit bull, and this is a really violent one. You can see the pronounced paddling, the tonic-clonic movement, all the drooling. Call that tyolism. Facial chomping. See how rigid this dog is. She's not conscious. She's fortunately on her owner's bed. She's in a safe place. And you see the convulsive activity stops, or it's starting to stop, I should say. It's still happening. Facial chomping and the hypersalivation is really pronounced in this dog. The pupils are dilated. This dog is not conscious. You say her name and she is not responding to you. You see those tics in the face, those facial muscles twitching in a rhythmic manner. Again, this is all because the brain is undergoing just a complete storm of electrical activity. And see how tired she is now. Her temperature probably shot up a little bit because of all that activity. Her whole body is just having to work so hard that now she has to pant and work off that heat. You see how tiring it is for him. But it's not painful. It's just very tired. She's very tired. So she's got to take a little bit here to catch her wind. And this is the fear we have when dogs have seizures that last a long time, is that their temperature can spike up. And when their temperature gets to be really, really high, that's when we really start to see problems happening, that hyperthermia. But most of the time, hers was under 5 minutes. 5 minutes is about the cutoff. And so when we get under that 5 minute mark, they're usually okay. It's pretty rare to have a serious issue with a less than 5 minute seizure. You see how tired she is? She's got to take a break. She says, all right. And this owner sounds pretty calm, so I think this owner probably has experienced this. This is not her first rodeo, I don't think. Now, obviously, there is a lot of different causes of seizures in dogs, and I don't know what was the cause necessarily of these dog seizures in these videos. However, what I can say is that if you see something like this, I would definitely, at the very least, if you've never seen your pet do this before, they need to seek emergency veterinary attention. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Please hit the like and subscribe button if you'd like to see more content from my channel. The more I can grow, hopefully the better my quality gets of these videos, the more interesting videos I can post. And feel free to comment and post anything that you want me to as it relates to animal welfare, veterinary medicine, animal science. I particularly like neurology and neuroscience, so that would be something I'm always interested in talking about. But please like and subscribe, comment below anything you want me to talk about. Hopefully I can grow the channel. Thank you very much.